Oscar Bevis, IFL, TV, MTK Global. I'm in Jab Boxing Gym in Bushy, joined by Mr. Jez Smith. How are you, mate?
I'm all good, mate. How are you?
Very well, very well. It's been a while. November, I think 21st of November, you fought Ben Ridings. I think I came in on about the 24th, and you were in the pads, you were back to work. It's now April 2021. How's life been in those, 3-4 months?
Yeah, it's been great. You know, I've been back in the gym, working hard, pushing myself to the limit, and just waiting for an opportunity.
You know, like in fight week, you always feel like, you know, you're the main focus and everyone's really interested, and then perhaps things sort of die out. Did you get that, like, sort of have the really good response, and then time goes past and you just feel like, I want to jump in and get all this again? Because the interest sort of dips, and you almost feel like, hold on, I'm a bit irrelevant. I don't want to sound horrible. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit. Do you know what it was though? Like with my last fight, obviously with the Ben Ridings, I only had like 4 days notice. I wasn't in the gym or nothing, and then obviously I took the fight on short notice, come out victorious. There was a bit of talk about me all at the time, and then main thing was for me is that I did get a few criticising from that fight, saying like a few people. I think Adam Booth was talking in at the Sky Sports, just saying, you know, if he dedicated himself a bit more and things like that. So I got straight back in the gym, working hard, and getting myself in the best shape possible, and waiting for an opportunity to come up and prove what I can do.
Was it a bit of a statement as well? Because I think I saw you put a couple of gym videos up. I think Eddie Hearn might have been tagged in a couple. A little statement saying, look, that whole winner stays on thing, I won and I'm ready. So if you want to give me an opportunity, I am here. Yeah,
like and the main thing, like I said, for me was to make sure I'm 100% ready. You know, with the Ben Ridings thing, I was probably like 40% ready, but I took the opportunity because I knew I could beat Ben Ridings. So, and you ain't gonna get fights like that all the time. So now I need to make sure I'm always ready, 100% fit, 100% in the best shape possible. And as soon as an opportunity comes up on 4 days notice, 2 weeks notice, 6 weeks notice, I'm ready.
Well, you have got a massive opportunity, which I'm going to talk about in a sec. But I want to talk about yesterday. Anyone who's got you on Instagram would have seen you done rounds with Conor Benn. And I just said to you before, that's the sort of sparring I'd like to have an eye on, because I bet that as much as you can go to war at sparring, I bet that's like a really intense pressure sort of spar between you.
Yeah, you know what? It was a great experience. It was really good to get down there and get some rounds in with Conor. He's a great fighter. I respect him. And it was great sparring yesterday. Good solid rounds.
Does he fight like he does when we watch him on TV? Is it very intense, very fast hands, very pressure? I bet a lot of up close and whatnot.
Yeah, he's very sharp. You know, he's coming to the end of his camp now, so he's raring to go. You know, he's very sharp, great shape he's in, and he's raring to go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that fight. It's gonna be an explosive performance from him. I'm guessing.
Let's talk about your opportunity. So it's not Wembley, it's Barcelona, a little bit more glamorous. And no disrespect to Ben Ridings, a big step up. Former European welterweight champion, Kerman, Lejarraga, April 23rd. Wow.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity. You know, there'll be a lot of people probably saying, you know, it's a massive step up. It's a dangerous fight. You know, he's levels above Jez and things like that. But these are the fights that I've been saying for ages I want to be in. You know, and now I've been given that opportunity, and you know, I've known for quite a while now. Obviously, it didn't get announced until the other day, but I've known for quite a while, so I'm in the best shape possible. I think it's going to be an interesting fight. I see things in Kerman that I believe I can expose, and I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to get in there and do the job.
Is there something really exciting about the fact that, like you said, you are going to be written off rotten? If we're being completely honest, when it comes round to fight night, people will be talking and they'll say, you know, Jez is in there, Kerman, this is a tick over and he'll move on to a big fight. Is it quite exciting? You're going to be written off rotten, but you can go in there and do like a massive job on him.
Do you know what? People will write me off, you know, because obviously I'm only coming off the back of a win against a 3-0 prospect, and he's been in for, you know, he was European champion. I think he's past his best. But he's a great fighter, so I know I'm going to have to step up on the night. That's why I've got myself in the best possible shape, and you know, I can't wait to get in there. And I'm just buzzing for it. You know, it's going to be a great night.
When I spoke to you last as well, you were talking about the 154 scene domestically and how you wanted to. I think you were talking about the likes of Cheeseman, Fowler, Fitzgerald if he was to make a return. What sort of talks have there been over the months? Obviously, this is the opportunity you got now, but was there anything, where was the progression elsewhere? Was there any other offers, or was this sort of the only thing that came up for you?
Nothing really come up regarding them fighters. I've always just said any 154 fighters that are available or haven't got an opponent, then I'll be ready for. So this opportunity come up, I took it with both hands, gave me a full camp. I'm going to go out there, do a job on Kerman, and then it'll open hopefully some big doors, and these big fights will happen later on in the year.
Why are you the man to do a job with him though? Because what was it, only 2 years ago, probably pre the loss of David Avanesian, he was just blitzing everyone inside 3 rounds, and everyone was like, this geezer's a serious threat, he's a world level fighter already, and then of course the 2 losses to David set him back a bit. But why are you the man? Because there was a time, like I said, where Kerman was like, all the talk, like he was the shit hot guy in the division, do you know what I mean? So why are you the man who can go and beat him?
I see little things, we've been working on things in the gym, we've watched him, and I see things that I believe that we can expose, and will definitely work, and I believe that I'll come out victorious. Yes, he is, like I said, he's a great fighter, but I believe I'm a better fighter, and I'm going to prove that, I've had a full camp for this, and I'm a big 154 fighter. So when I get down to 154 in the night, and by the time I get back in the ring after, I'm going to be massive when I get in there, and I can't wait, and I punch extremely hard, and I believe it's my time now, Don't get me wrong, like he's obviously been there, former European champion, he's been in with the likes of, he got rid of Skeet quickly, he got rid of Gavin, he got rid of all these fighters, and I know he come unstuck against David Avanesa. I just believe that I have got all the tools to beat him, and I've got all the tools to make it a really hard night's work for him. So he's going to have to work hard for it, and I'm not going to let him get that win, because I'm coming to Barcelona to win, and that's it. Nothing more than a W for Smith.
When was the last time you had a full camp? Because obviously you fought twice in the pandemic. You said about, was it 4 days notice with Ben Riding? Pandemic was all about people getting chucked in at last minute, and I think Bradley Ray fight the other day, sort of one that they were just chucking fights on last minute, that they fought with 50-50 fight sort of thing. Yeah. When was the last time you actually had a full camp for a fight?
Probably the Antwi fight, and that would have been 2000 and when did I fight Antwi? 2019 or something like that in Paris.
So you had really a full camp in about 1.5 years, 2 years.
Yeah, something like that. Because obviously I took some time. I said I knocked the boxing on the head. I said, and then obviously I got a call and said, did I want to fight? And I started doing a bit of training. And then that fell through, and then I kind of went off for a couple of weeks, and then obviously I got the call to fight Keegan Aguiarco. Took that on short notice, I think 10 days or something, and then obviously that happened, and then I went out to the gym again, and then obviously the men ridings, I got the call when I was up on the roof, and they was like to me, do you want to fight? And I was like, who? And then obviously we had a little look, and instantly I don't want to take anything away from Ben. He was out the ring for a long time as well, but I knew that fight. I only had to be 40%, 30% fit, like, to beat him. I knew I had the tools to beat him just from boxing him. So, but like going back to obviously the Kerman fight, I don't want people thinking like I'm getting carried away with myself and things like that, because obviously I've been in with Ben Ridings last time, and obviously now fighting Kerman, he's levels above his European champion. Well, was European champion. I know what task I got in front of me. I know what I can do. I know what I can do in the gym. All I've got to do is put it together. Now I've got a full camp. I'm going to be in the best shape possible, and I'm coming to Barcelona to beat him.
I say you got sort of a full camp to prepare, but obviously it has been pushed back. It was meant to be sort of the Friday, perhaps the teaser for the White Povetkin week just gone. So yeah, it was meant to be the other day. So you never know. I could have been talking to you here as someone who's gone over there and done a job on him. But I spoke to Josh, and he said, being pushed back, although it seems like you've got an extra 4 weeks to prepare, it's a bit of a ball ache, because obviously you're trying to do the weight and stuff, and obviously you're not a full-time professional as well. Like I said, you was on the roof when you got the call from Ben Ridings, and he said you're a moody fucker as well. So is it going to be like another an extra tough 4 weeks?
You know what, I'm starting to. I say I'm starting to. No, I'm not. I'm just a miserable get all round, to be honest with you, and I feel for my missus the most. Do you know what? It's given me more time to just get even more in the best shape possible. Like I said, I was ready to go. I was ready to go the weekend just gone. So we've had that time to prepare, and it's just give us that little bit more time to prepare, and it is what it is. We've got to be professional about it. And my time will come on 23rd of April, and like I said, the week after, you can come down here, you'll be interviewing me after I've done a job on him. I'm telling you.
Let's hope so. Do you have to fight fearless? Obviously, you never know. This could be the biggest opportunity you ever get in the sport. You might go on to bigger and better things, you might not. But let's just say for now, and for the sake of this question, it is, do you have to fight fearless? You don't sort of want this to go to waste this opportunity. You have to go in there and just think, this is my chance, and block everything out completely fearless.
I always fight fearless. Like, I'll fight anybody. I've said that from any sort of way, from light middle up to super middleweight. I'll fight anyone. I've always said that, so I always go into all my fights fearless. I'm not scared of anyone. I'm not worried about no one. When I get in that ring, it's just me and my opponent, and I know what I can do. I know what I put in the gym. So it's about who wants it the most on the night, and I want it the most this time. And I believe this is my opportunity. I believe this is my time. I believe I'm growing into a much better fighter. Since I've joined Jab Boxing, I've been trained by Josh Burnham. I've turned into a totally much better fighter, all-round compact fighter. I believe I'm doing different things that I never used to do. I'm maturing to a good fighter, and I believe this is just the start of what could be anything. I think this is the start of my career where it could lift off, and I'm going to take this opportunity with both hands.
I remember you said to me about the Ben Ridings fight. You said if I'd have lost here, you would have thought about potentially knocking it on the head, because it would have told you where you were. Like we said, Ben was 4-0, so you might have knocked the sport on the head. Obviously, I know you're not going to think in this mentality, but is it one of them where even a good performance? Now, like I said, I know you're not looking at this mentality, but even a good performance against Kerman can do wonders for your career.
Oh yeah,
do you know what I mean?
No, 100%. I know exactly what you're saying. It could do, because obviously, he's fought at that level. So, but I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at it straight. It's a W. It's a must win. For me, and I don't want to seem, big-headed or anything or thingy. But my mindset always to go into all my fights, it ain't about anything but the W. I always go there to win. You know what I mean? People might be saying, is he doing it because he wants that bit of exposure, or is he trying to earn a few quid out of it? I only take fights that I believe I can win. I don't fight anyone unless, I don't go in there to lose. I'm not in that. I haven't got that mind frame. I've got the mind frame of winning all the time, and that's all I want to do. So yeah, it's going to be a win. It's nothing else but a win.
That's what we want to hear. And what does a win here do for you then? Because, like I said, the way people were waxing on about Kerman at one point, he was, inches away from world level. It might seem like a bit of a long shot, but if you were to go in there and beat Kerman, do you consider yourself a world level fighter? I don't know, because like I said, that was perhaps where people place Kerman, and if you're the man who beats him, I don't know. Listen,
I want to be in the mix with all these great fighters. You know what I mean? All these great British fighters that we got. Cheeseman, Fowlers, Egerton, Fitzgerald. I want to be in the mix with all them, and I'm going to prove on April 23rd when I beat Kerman that I can mix with all these fighters. He's ranked. I think he's ranked 10th in the world or something. He's got a really high ranking, so when I beat him, who knows? I just want to be in these exciting fights. Like I said, I just want to be on television. Let everyone see what I can do, and hopefully get myself into a position where I'm a full-time pro. Because at the moment, I've had some time away from work, which I've been lucky enough to have for this camp.
And then, did you have to go back to work for a bit as well?
Yeah, I had to go back to work and do a couple of weeks. Obviously, it got postponed, so now I'm back off work now. So hopefully, get through this fight, and you'll see, hopefully I can be a full-time pro or something, you know what I mean? And hopefully open up some big doors.
Do you feel like there's also a lot to prove domestically? Not many domestic divisions are this hot, so it's almost like there's perhaps an added value to being the British champion at this weight, because it's there's so many sexy fights to be made this way. It's it's added value being British champion this way.
Honestly, these are the fights you want to be in, even at look at the British, like you were saying at British level. Cheeseman the other day, what a fantastic win for him. I must say, what a great win, and it was a cracking shot to finish it. He dug deep. You've obviously got likes of Egerton still mixing around there. Fowler's win the other day, fantastic, another knockout, looked very impressive. these are the fights I want to be in. I want to mix with these fighters, you know. No disrespect, I want to mix with them. I want to be there. I want to be the man to beat them. Do you know what I mean? So, like I said, just keep going in the gym, keep working hard, go over to Barcelona, do a job out there, come back victorious, and see what happens. Do you know what I mean? Let's just keep rolling the dice and fight anyone. That's what I'm about. Do you know what I mean? I want to fight anyone. I want to be fighting. I want to be busy. I want to be active. So after this one, get back in the gym and get another fight day. I just want to be busy. I've never really been lucky enough to be a fighter where I've been constantly busy. You know what I mean? So I've never, not being a full-time pro, I've never kind of been ready and not been given opportunity to jump straight back in and stuff like that. So, like I said, I want to be active this year. So, anyone that wants to fight, let's roll.
I do want to quickly brush over Cheeseman and Metcalf because when you get a buzz like I got watching it, I can imagine as someone who's about to step in the ring in a month, it just gets the blood pumping. I bet, mate.
Oh, mate, you know what? Watching it, I was just like, yeah, this is what it's all about. You know, what a cracking fight! It was brilliant, fantastic fight.
I'm not being funny. I think Ted won the British Boxing Board of Control Awards. He won Fight of the Year for his fight with Egerton, and it's going to be our push to beat it again. To be honest, already for the next year. Yeah,
probably will be Fight of the Year again. Like, what a fantastic scrap! You know, he always shows. To be fair with Ted, he always shows the heart he's got, and he digs deep, and he's always in a good scrap. He's always going to be one of them fighters that is going to be. It's going to be fireworks. So that's what that's what I always said last time. Obviously, I'd love to make that fight because I know like styles. I can stand there, have a trade, and it just creates for fireworks, mate. So yeah.
The thought of you and him in the ring gives me a headache. I'm not even joking. The thought of you two in the ring gives me a headache.
Like I said, it would be a great fight. You know, he's British champion now, and I don't know what he's going to do with it. I heard there's obviously talks of him fighting Fowler maybe, but look, at the moment, my main goal is Kerman on April 23rd, and see what happens after that. Do you know what I mean?
And you're lucky as well because you get to go abroad, something that we've all been pining to do for about a year and a half. I know you sort of got to take that out and you've just got to focus on the fight, but yeah, a little bit of sun. I'm sure the hotel's probably going to have a swimming pool as well, so if you're going to pick anywhere, why not Barcelona?
No, exactly. You know what? I'm really looking forward to it. It's a great opportunity. Even better that it's abroad. So yeah, I think a little bit of sun, but my main goal is just get over there and let's fight. Let's get the fight on, and then let's enjoy the weather after. You know, if you get a day or whatever. But my main thing is to be focused on my fight, get the win, and then come home.
Must be gutting though that you can't take loads of rowdy Harrow boys over there to go and tear Barcelona up at the same time. You rip the title and they rip the town to shreds.
No, I've had a load of my mates already saying, can we not travel over there? Can we not do this? And well, I think obviously there's you can't travel unless you've got a main reason to now, I think, at the moment or something.
Is you beating Kerman not a main reason?
Exactly that. I already said to Josh, mate, like, knockout win, we're staying there for a week, mate. Look, like I said, I keep saying my main goal is just to make sure I get out there and concentrate on what I've got to do, put all my skills that I've done in the gym into the ring.
And just finally, I don't know if his English is any good. I don't know if you brushed up on your Spanish, but have you got a message for Kerman, 4 weeks out now?
No Spanish here, but be ready, mate. You know, I'm no walkover. Be ready for a fight.